Hi everyone, I'm Ben, and I think I actually graduated from CHK like 4 or 5 years ago, but never mind. So I think since I graduated from CHK and I was like told about to talk about entrepreneurship, so I'm thinking like, why don't I talk about entrepreneurship in CHK? Because I believe the value of like the idea of entrepreneurship is in the DNA of our school culture. So the first thing I want to bring you in is how many of you come from New Asia College? Like, I mean, graduate there or you study there? Like, cool. Like, I'm graduate from like I was in the New Asia College too. So we have a regulation, right? And on the fifth it's telling us. Sadly, I have to do it in English, but it is the English version, okay? So basically, it's telling you about the classic definition of what's a job, what we call a job, or what we call a career. The interesting thing is, in our everyday life, we have the career development service department, something like that. Sorry if I make it wrong. Or we have a career talk. So our students go to a career talk, learn about like what's their career prospect. But like, if you look at the definition of, so I think I never figured out how it works. Okay. So if we look at the definition it gave us, it's telling us that if you are just like doing something for your own, it's not a career, right? It's not a course. A course is something you wanna do for the society. Okay, and then maybe you will ask, is that if I want to have a career, if I want to have a fight for a cause that I believe in, no matter what it is, I have to do a startup, I have to do a company. I would say no, but I would argue for it do benefits. Like it do have a benefits if you try to do your own startup and to fight for a cause you believe in. For two reasons, okay? The first reason is because of how complicated is our society these days, and how complicated is the organization we have in this day. If you go into a job, you hardly see what are the results from what you are doing, all right? I think that's also why some kind of career like teachers or doctor are getting more respected, because usually as a teacher, like it is easier for you to see the result. Like you teach students, okay? You see the student like learning, and they like go to society. You see it. But imagine, like I know people who work in Wall Street before 08. He was a lawyer helping to create all those financial products. He believed that he's doing something beneficial to the society, but then boom, like. Now, he's not sure about like, is that you are benefiting the society or you're actually harming it, okay? By doing your own startup or like creating an organization, creating an NGO, creating a company on your own, you basically is trying to like shorten it, like from what you're doing towards the result, okay? And then of course, I just made it there today this morning and saw Cheng. I like the young lady from CHK too. Like she do the beautiful French product. Some would think that it is just a dream. Like you don't really like have. Well, I mean, like everyone got a bill to pay. Everyone like want to have their own life prospect. And then it is actually difficult to go into something that you believe in. But I believe if you try hard enough, if you spend long enough time in your profession, well, I can guarantee you a really success, right? But at least I believe like you somehow would at least feed yourself. And I think In contrast, like a few weeks ago, I went to Mountain View and met my friend working in Google. He actually tells me something like, actually before he go to work in Google, he was considering should he go to Google or should he try to limit his own personal living expenses to 3,000 Hong Kong dollar per month so that he don't have to work. That's relative, right? The second DNA, I think, we as CHK students have, which help us to be an entrepreneur, is actually we want to break the rules and we challenge the authority. This is not what I'm saying. This is something I like Google online and I type in break the rules CHK and this first thing come up. Okay? The chief finance secretary come to CHK and do a speech and this is the first thing he said. I think breaking rules and challenging authority is important if you want to do something new, okay? Imagine like 30 or 40 years ago, there's once a slogan, like people tell the society tell the youngster, don't trust anyone older than 30, okay? Why? I think they do it on purpose. Because at that time, Hong Kong is growing. Like, we need more people to be independent, want to create something, want to do something. But now, if you haven't been informed yet, I think the whole education in Hong Kong is about trying to shape every one of us to be a little screw, to work in a big machine. Okay? They want us to be someone who is an accountant to work in a big listed company. They want some programmer who don't question what the product is about to like just code every day, days and nights, and maybe a little bit OT. I think if you ask me what is the single one important thing you need to learn during your degree study, I would say is to take the freedom of like this host campus and the program structure give you and try to, at least like if you're not learning how to break the rules, at least try to learn how to appreciate it, okay? Breaking the rules and challenging the system is so important that Y Combinator is the leading incubator for technology startup in the world. And they say the most important questions in the application form is actually asking you, please tell us about the time you most successfully had some long computer system to your advantage. So you see, even for the leading incubator, they want to get some people who can break the rules, right? And if you look at the website, look at the frequent FAQ session, there is a line, people asking, if I'm not a US resident and I get admitted, how can I work in US? And the answer is, hack the visa system, okay? So most people I know who go to YC actually like just apply the tourist visa and like take advantage and just go to like pretend they're not working. And if you have seen a social network movie, why Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook in the first place? Anyone remember the movie? Yeah, he wanted a girl. He want to get every photo of the lady live in the hostel. Okay, he's hacking it. And if you like try to read about the story of Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, everyone, basically they are not as like we call it good student. So talking enough about CHK now, I want to talk a little bit about myself. Actually, I think, I suppose everyone here have watched the movie Forrest Gump, right? Okay, and this is actually the sense that, a scene that he just start running. Okay, he start running. That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run. So I ran to the end of the road, and when I got there, I thought maybe I would run to the end of the town, so and so. Okay, just keep running. I think for me it's pretty similar. Like when I graduated, I worked for like 6 months something, and then my friends called me out and asked like, Ben, we want to do a technology startup. We're not sure what to do yet, but do you think you would join us? And I think, okay, since I want to go back to the technology industry, and I would probably able to land a job in some bank or financial institutes or IT servicing, some kind of boring work. So why not? So the first thing I created is called something called FontSnap. Basically, it's a fusion of t-shirt design, Creative Commons, and a platform for people to express local politics in art form. But then it failed, of course, like failed fast, failed really, really quick, like 6 months. And then, well, I think like since I get there, I got a team of like trusted partner while we start taking some consulting work. So I start hiring some people and grow the consulting business. And then 6 months later, I find it's quite kind of boring, but since I get there, I start doing some web or mobile products, and this is where I'm now. So it's not something really exciting. Well, at least like I'm not kind of exciting person, okay? But I feel really, I think I'm really lucky in a way that I didn't end up land on a job in some high-paying job in some like maybe investment. Actually, I did literally got an offer, but I rejected. I feel really lucky about this. Why? Because after 4 years, now when I like meet my college friends who said, I want to do a business, I want to do something, but I will go to a X maybe iBank or government or something to save enough money before I jump on the boat. I've hardly seen anyone actually did that, all right? I think there's a reason, and the reason is simple, because in every undercover agent movie, all of the police end up not sure whether they're a trial member or police officer, right? Because the environment changed them. Unless you are some people really confident and you think you are really dedicated, I think you better put yourself, if you want to do something, you better put yourself into an environment that encourages you to do so. And then speaking about the money part of things, I think if you want to do a startup or do a company solely for money, most likely you'll fail. And actually, I do mean it. Like my friends who graduate the same year as mine, who like is not the kind of person who cares something else. Like basically, they just quit and go back to do some job. The reason is simple, because first thing, many people will tell you the failure rate of startup is really, really high, okay? So you probably like will fail a lot of time, fail often before you just get something, okay? And consider about the return. I can actually guarantee if you are a top niche developer, you will get more salary from just going to Bay Area, working in Google, Facebook, Apple, you name it. And you will get more. You will probably get more return than doing a startup. Actually, one of my friends just like write on newspaper a few weeks ago talk about this. Is like basically if you get like $4 million from an exit of your own startup, it's still equal to like you're going to work in Google for like maybe 10 years or something. So doing solely for money wouldn't work. The above two are the only things I want to tell those who want to do a startup or want to do a company if you are now still studying. And then I know a lot of you might ask me like, actually I do like every time when I go to try to speak in doing some sharing in universities, students would ask like, what should I learn today to be an entrepreneur? And I think basically I would say nothing, okay? Nothing in a sense that if you think learning about business plan or bookkeeping, accounting, or business model in school, you will make you a successful entrepreneur or you help you to survive in the first few years, I think it's not the case. What is more important is to find something you're passionate about. You think that you will work for it, even if it doesn't pay your rent, something. Try to find topics that interest you, okay? And then to end this, I want to quote. I know. I've been talking about like I want to talk entrepreneurship in TEDxCUHK, and I'm quoting someone speaking in Harvard. But I think it's really important. It's like Bill Gates. I forgot it's maybe a few years back when he go back to Harvard and taught like one thing he regret. Okay, this Bill Gates. Like I left Harvard with no real awareness of the awful inequalities in the world. I think this is one thing. This is like a large leading the pointer. If you want to if you try to look for something that would help the world to be beneficial, partly because we are in Hong Kong, we kind of benefited from the economy. Well, I mean, if we are in Africa, I'm not going to talk about startup. I don't think I can do it. If I was raised in Africa, but we are raised in Hong Kong, so we got benefits. And then, yeah, that's the only thing I think is important in the next 4 years. Okay. So if you are not satisfied with this, you think it's too philosophical for you. Okay, it's not philosophical. Too like dreaming big for you. You want to ask something about the reality or something. Feel free to Facebook me or ping me. And by the way, we are hiring, so we have a team of 15 really happy and nice people in Science Pass. So if you want to get a job, email me or talk to me. Thank you.